Hello, friends, and welcome back to more fun right here on the Aligned Actor PodTube Stack. That's right, it's a podcast that also goes out on YouTube, but mostly it lives on my Substack. So, wherever you have found this content offering today, I welcome you, and I'm so glad that you're here. I am Amy Schlurb. I am a professional actress and a mindfulness and mindset coach, and my passion is really helping actors smooth out that roller coaster ride of being an actor. It is full of ups and downs, twists and turns. It's a roller coaster. It's a ride, friends. If you know, you know. And I want to help make that ride as smooth and enjoyable and fun as possible because we got into acting because it's fun and we enjoy doing it. And there's a lot of stuff that comes with that that is not so much fun. And when we can find a way to handle that roller coaster, go with the flow, go with the up and then the down and then the up and then the down, the twist, the turn, all of that stuff. And we can handle that more gracefully in our lives through mindfulness and mindset tools. It just makes life and acting and our careers so much more enjoyable and pleasant. So that is my goal and my mission here at the Aligned Actor. And once again, this week, it is time for us to practice mindfulness because mindfulness is a really important skill in terms of smoothing out that roller coaster ride. Because when we're aware of our thoughts, we're aware of our feelings, when we can sit with our thoughts and our feelings in kind of a neutral place, which is something that we practice in mindfulness, then it means that as we're engaging in that roller coaster, as we're being sort of flung around by the entertainment industry, whether, you get an audition and then that's awesome and you're like, yeah, and then maybe you get pinned or you're on hold and you're like, yeah, this is awesome. And then you get released and that's real sucky. Nobody likes that. And when you can sit with all of those feelings and those emotions and those thoughts that you might be having about all of that, when you can sit with that in a neutral place, it makes it easier to deal with that. It makes it more enjoyable, more pleasant to engage in your acting career. It makes the whole thing easier, friends. So that's why I am so gung ho week after week about practicing mindfulness together because this is a really important skill for actors. It's a really important skill for human beings in general. And I want to demystify it because it's really not as complicated and hard and frustrating as some people I think can make it seem. And so I want to make a regular practice as easy as possible for you. So remember, mindfulness is incredibly simple. Mindfulness is a special way of paying attention to the present moment with curiosity instead of judgment. So you're going to focus on your breath and you just notice whatever you notice going on within you, where are your thoughts, what emotions are present, what sensations do you feel in your body maybe, and then around you. What do you hear? What do you see if your eyes are open while you're practicing? What do you smell? Just what are your senses aware of? So that's mindfulness. Now, if you notice that your mind wanders completely away from the present moment, like you start thinking about that audition that you just had and how, oh, you really should have said that one line like this other way because that would have been way better. And like, oh, did the casting director even like you? Were you sure? Like, there was that awkward moment when you went into the room and like, ah, it helps. It's fine. Like sometimes our mind is going to do that. Our mind is going to wander away from the present moment. That's fine. There is no need to curse yourself out or berate yourself. All you're going to do is gently and kindly bring yourself back to your breath. Focus on the sensation of the inhales and the exhales. And that's it. And you just gently readjust your focus. It's simple, it's gentle. You rinse and repeat, and you do that over and over and over again throughout the mindfulness session. It doesn't matter how many times you do that, you're still practicing mindfulness. And one of my favorite things about my mindfulness practice is that it has increased my self awareness and my awareness in general. I've talked about this before in previous Substack posts, but it's so important and I love it so much that I felt like it warranted another look at it, a deeper look at it. Because for a long time I've believed that awareness is a superpower. When I am aware of my thoughts and my feelings and my behaviors, I can choose to continue along with the status quo, keep things the way that they are, or I have the option to make a change. So, in that way, mindfulness, being aware of all of these different things about myself, this new information that mindfulness helps me gather about myself, it gives me more control and more agency over my life. And for example, for me, not too long ago, I became aware of my tendency to overly control my auditions. And I mean control in like a bad way, not in that way of like, oh, I get more control over my life and how I choose to live my life. I mean control in an unhealthy, perfectionistic type way. So I would obsess about memorization. And not only did I have to say the correct words, which, yes, that is important. You need to say the words that are given to you in the script as an actor. That's kind of, a basic. But I would obsess about performing the words correctly, the way that I thought the scene was supposed to go or should go. And so then if I had a take where like I did something a little different because something about my scene partner or my reader was caught me differently in that moment, I would be like, "Oh no, no, but that's not how the scene is supposed to go. It's supposed to go like this. So we have to do that again." And it would get me all in my head. And unsurprisingly, I was so anxious about this whole process that I just couldn't enjoy my work. I couldn't enjoy auditioning at all. And once I noticed that this uncomfortable audition state was something that I experienced very often, and I also would experience it on set even. Once I noticed it though, I was able to ask the question, is this working for me? And sure, I had been able to book some really good roles in film and television, despite this tendency, despite this audition state. And even, uh, working on set, like I would get through it and it would be great and I'd feel good about my work, but it always just felt really super stressful and not fun at all, which is not what I got into acting for. Because, like many of you, I got into acting because I love it. It's fun. I love connecting with my scene partner. I love playing in a world of imaginary circumstances. It's like playing pretend when you're a little kid. Like, it's really fun and enjoyable, and it feels good, right? So, trying to control and perfect my auditions and my time on set and like grasping it, holding it, like approaching acting like this in a lot of ways. Yeah. It felt like the exact opposite of connection and play and that fun feeling that I so love about acting. So, thanks to my mindful awareness, I was able to change my approach to auditions and to working on set. I still make sure to get all the words right because that's a respect thing for writers. The script has the job. I don't. When I'm doing an audition, as my acting coach likes to say. But the words are no longer my sole focus in the audition. They're now a small part of a much bigger whole, like a whole world that exists in that scene. And my work in auditions, my work on set, it's become so much better because the work of the audition and the fun part of the audition is creating that whole world for myself. So let's practice mindfulness together today. And as we practice, I would like you to notice that every time you notice a thought or a sound, or that your mind has wandered away, I want you to keep in mind that you are helping to strengthen your overall awareness in general. And that's a really cool thing. So, see how that knowledge, knowing that you're increasing your awareness as you practice this, whatever it is that you notice today, you're increasing your awareness overall. See how that knowledge, knowing that, impacts the rest of your day after this session. Because maybe you'll notice something new about yourself or your situation in life, and you'll be able to make adjustments if needed. So let's practice together. So go ahead and find a comfortable position for your body. You can have your eyes open or closed, whatever feels best for you today, right now, in this moment. And the first thing I want you to do is to just find your breath. Just notice what it's doing right now. Tuning into the inhales and the exhales, all the sensations that you feel when you breathe. For me, my breath took a minute to settle because I'd been talking, and I'm still talking. And as you're focusing on your breath, I invite you now to bring your awareness to your body, and specifically bring your awareness to the contact between whatever surface is supporting you today. Whether that's a chair or a couch or a bed, just notice the contact between your body and that surface. So you're breathing, you're aware of your breath, you're aware of where your body is in space. As you're holding these awarenesses, if that's even a word, as you're holding this awareness of breath and awareness of body, you can just gently notice the thoughts that are arising in your mind. And just to get a little bit of distance from them, to keep them hopefully from pulling you too far into the past or off into the future. When you notice a thought, just label it as thinking, or, oh, that's a thought I'm having. I'm aware of that thought, and I'm choosing to stay with my breath in this moment. Likewise, if you notice a particular mood or emotion present in your body, you can acknowledge that feeling, the sensation of that emotion. You can maybe acknowledge the thoughts that might be going along with that emotion. And maybe you can say to yourself, a feeling is present within me. And if you want, you can label that feeling if you know what it is. But you don't have to. You can just say, I notice a feeling. I notice a mood. I notice an emotion. And you can notice it and stay with your breath. And of course, if any of your thoughts or your feelings, if they take your attention and drag you off into the past or fling you into the future, you notice that you're just completely off the present moment. Your mind has wandered completely away. That's no big deal. You're not a bad meditator. Once you notice that your mind has wandered away, just gently and kindly, like you were guiding a little toddler, guide your mind back to your breath. Your breath is always available to you. Your breath lives in the present moment. It can't live in the past, can't live in the future. Your breath is always present. So let your breath welcome you back to the present moment like a good friend. And then stay with your breath. Stay in conversation with your breath as you notice whatever you notice in your present moment. And yes, your present moment may be filled with thoughts and feelings, and that's okay. Can you sit with those thoughts and those feelings, but stay with your breath? Let the thoughts swirl, let the feelings be. You don't have to get swept up in them, but you can sit with them by staying gently focused on your breath. Noticing your inhales, noticing your exhales. allowing yourself to notice whatever you notice, and knowing that everything that you notice, every time you notice, you're practicing awareness and you're practicing mindfulness. And now, as we come to the end of our mindfulness meditation session, go ahead and thank yourself for practicing mindfulness. You did it. Give yourself a little pat on the back for your practice today. And go ahead and bring some gentle movement into the body if that feels good. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Welcome back, everybody. I was aware of many things during that meditation. I noticed 2 times that my screensaver came on my screen because there was a difference in the light. And this happened in a previous session that I recorded. And so now I'm thinking, maybe I should change my screensaver settings. Just so that that light shift doesn't happen. Uh, anyway, that's a little thing I noticed. Just a little behind the scenes there for you. So, as we're all enjoying the afterglow of that mindfulness session, I always feel really good after those, after guiding them. Remember that there are so many great benefits of mindfulness, and it goes beyond just increasing your awareness. That's a huge benefit that I really enjoy, but there are so many benefits to mindfulness. Mindfulness can help you relieve tension and stress from your body and mind. I feel infinitely less tense in my body. I feel calmer in my mind as well. It can help you calm your nerves before you hit record on that big self-tape that you might have coming up. It can also help your body get into a neutral place, your instrument, so that then you can put whatever you need to of the character onto that neutral sort of place that you've brought your body and mind to. It can help you stay more present in your craft, really listening and reacting moment to moment, really taking in what your scene partner or your reader is giving to you, and then giving back what it is that you need to in that scene based on what your character wants. Speaking of what your character wants, it can help you get out of your auditions. Don't get out of your auditions. Don't do that. Stay in your auditions. But get out of your head in your auditions and stay focused on what your character wants. Mindfulness can really help you do that because you are aware, oh, I'm thinking about booking this. I'm thinking about the results of this. I'm thinking, what does casting want? How could I book this? I'm not in this scene. My character doesn't care about acting. My character wants to deliver this memo to their coworker. I don't know, I made that up. But your character never wants to book the part. Your character wants to do something probably completely unrelated to acting, unless you're auditioning for a chorus line, I guess that's one about actors, or some other show about actors. So it helps you stay focused on the work of the audition, not the results of the audition. Mindfulness can also help you notice when your inner critic is being really mean to you. And then you can practice being kinder to yourself. And in that same way that we practice in mindfulness, oh, I notice this, I'm going to come back to here. Oh, I notice I'm being really critical of myself, or I'm thinking some things that are just not kind about Amy. I I don't really want to do that. I'm going to bring myself back to kindness and compassion for myself. Mindfulness can help you do that. It can also help you become less judgmental of yourself in general and of others as you practice more. And it can also help you start to gently question if some of your dominant thoughts, some of the thoughts that you think kind of habitually, if those are helping you or if those are holding you back. And that can be really helpful for your acting career, and it can be helpful for your life in general. Again, when we become aware of these things, then we get more choices. And choices are always good. The benefits of mindfulness are immediate, as you noticed, and maybe for yourself, but I definitely noticed for me that I felt calmer, more relaxed in my body after guiding that session. So there's immediate benefits that you get. And then there's cumulative benefits, meaning that the more you practice, you make this a regular part of your routine, even just 10 minutes a day, it's going to make all of these benefits more and more accessible to you over time. And actually, I want to share with you before we go into all the things that I want to remind you about in terms of the aligned actor and all the many things that I offer. I want to share with you one more mindfulness, a way to like really jumpstart your practice, which is basically counting breaths. And you're going to count to 10 on your inhales and your exhales. And this is a really easy way to just get started in mindfulness. And it takes 30 seconds to a minute to do. And then you're like, oh, okay, that wasn't so hard. Maybe I could do a little more. So the way you do this is you count 1 on your inhale, 2 on your exhale, 3 on your inhale, 4 on your exhale, 5 on your inhale, 6 on the exhale, and so on and so forth up to 10 to start. You can keep going if you want to, but I recommend 10 just to get started. And that's a really easy way to just get started in mindfulness. And it gives you a little mini mindfulness break in your day. It's kind of like microdosing mindfulness. A little tiny dose of mindfulness that you can put anywhere in your day, anytime that you need, just to come back to your breath, to de-stress for a minute. It can be really helpful. So all of this just takes practice, and that's why I want to keep coming back to this, why I want to keep helping us practice mindfulness more and more and more. So that's just another way that you can do that. Now, a couple things that I want to make you aware of or remind you of, but first make you aware of, because you may not know yet, because I haven't really told anybody, it just happened this week. I have I have switched it up so that I now can offer paid subscriptions on Substack. And the benefit of becoming a paid subscriber on my Substack is that you get access to community Zooms with me. So you can support my ongoing work, support, the work that I do, bringing mindfulness to people, helping with mindset ideas and things like that. And you can also enjoy office hours, that's what I'm calling it, with me. So you can drop into a Zoom session and experience maybe a guided mindfulness or some supportive community-based mindset coaching. It's gonna kind of just depend on who's there, and if it's just one person who shows up to office hours, great. Maybe we can do some mindfulness and talk about what's up with you. Maybe if it's like a bunch of people that come to office hours because it's a popular time, then maybe we talk about something kind of general that is great for a mindset. I don't know. We're gonna kind of see how this goes as we go with it. But if you become a paid subscriber on my Substack, you get access to that. So that's going to be a fun time. I encourage you to go to my Substack and become a paid subscriber. I will love you forever too. That'd be so awesome. I already love you. You're already awesome, but just thank you. That's so awesome. The other thing I want you to be aware of is that I have a free meditation that I offer specifically for actors, because it's a pre-audition focusing meditation. And this is what's going to help you get out of your head, stop thinking about the result, stop thinking about booking it, and start thinking instead and completely stay focused on what your character wants in the scene, what's going on in the scene. It's going to help you calm your nerves. Let go of all those distracting thoughts and really focus in on your work so that you can present your best work to casting and to production. And the more you're presenting your best work out into the world, the more chances you have to book things, the more you're increasing your reputation in the industry, and that's all to the good. So you can get that on my website. Yes, you can get that on my website, thealignedactor.com. It's also in a bunch of links, a lot of places that you would expect to find links, like show notes and video descriptions and links in bios on my social media. You can find it. It should not be that hard. So yes, you can go and get that. You can also pick up my ebook, Accessing Calm. That is full of super simple, fun mindfulness life hacks. They're like really short little tools, like kind of like that microdosing of mindfulness, like little tools that you can use to incorporate more mindfulness into your day to help you calm down when you feel stressed out. These are the tools that help me release tension from my body throughout the day. They help keep my mind from spinning out of control with frustration and worry. And you can pick that up for just $7. It's a nice little morsel of an ebook, and it all comes with video demonstrations of each of the tools. And there's also some bonus mindfulness meditations in there so you can practice with those. So you can get that again on my website, thealignedactor.com. You can also get it various links, uh, you know, where all the links are, where you would expect to find the links. But you can always find the links on thealignedactor.com. I'm going to probably talk about my website a lot today, because why not? So I also have an upcoming workshop on mindfulness in November. It's exclusively for members of the SAG-AFTRA Los Angeles Conservatory. So you do have to be a member of SAG-AFTRA, the Actors Union, and you have to be a member of the SAG-AFTRA Los Angeles Conservatory. That membership costs $45 for the year, and basically includes a ton of different workshops and classes and stuff that you can go down to this beautiful SAG building and take classes there. You can also take classes online. It's all kinds of different classes that are helpful for actors and their continuing career and craft and all of that kind of stuff. So you can join that, and then you can access my workshop. My workshop is all about mindfulness. Surprise, surprise. It's called Mindfulness 101, Empower Your Craft and Your Career with Your Presence. Come learn about mindfulness and the many advantages it offers performers. Experience a guided mindfulness meditation. Explore the benefits of developing a daily mindfulness practice. And learn some quick centering tools to use in auditions and on set. So there are links where you can get to the calendar of the Los Angeles SAG-AFTRA Conservatory, and you can go find my class if you want to do that. And then finally, if you're ready to embrace, like fully embrace all this mindfulness and mindset stuff so that you can smooth out that roller coaster of being an actor, so that you can not get so sick every time that you get an audition and then get pinned and then get released. And, like if you just want to smooth all that out, if you want to feel better about your acting career overall and just kind of take a giant chill pill, maybe, uh, about everything, I would love to offer you a complimentary session. This is a chance for us to connect and for you to walk away with some specific actionable ideas that you can start applying right away to shift your mindset, shift how you feel about yourself as an actor, and really just calm down and feel better about everything overall. And you could maybe even think of it like an audition where you're the production team. And so I come in and I audition for you in the role of coach, in the role of your mindfulness and mindset coach. And then you get to see what that experience is like. You get to experience it for yourself. And then after, you get to ask yourself the question, does my production need a mindfulness and mindset coach right now? Is this something that would be beneficial to my overall life as an actor? And is Amy the right person for that role? You get to just see for yourself. So it sounds kind of fun, right? I mean, who doesn't love an audition? Especially when you're not the one auditioning, although we all like auditioning too, because then we're acting. So, yeah, auditions are good all around. All right, that's what I have for you today, folks. I wish you all the best, and I hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.